Hey there, Dave Cuff, HME Business Magazine, and we're here at the Compliance Team booth for day 2 of MedTrade, and it's Women-Owned Business Month for October, and one women-owned business in the industry is the Compliance Team, and I'm here talking with founder and CEO Sandy Canally. Sandy, how are you?
I'm very good. How about yourself?
I can't complain. So, this is a it's an auspicious time, right? Women-owned business. You started this business. Maybe you could tell folks in the audience a bit more about why you started the compliance team.
Well, I started the compliance team because the system for accreditation needed improvement. It needed to be simplified. It needed to be more focused in on patient care. And, but at the same time, making it simplified for the provider to, concentrate on delivering the service and their bottom line instead of the minutia that, many accreditors get involved with. So
Gotcha.
It really is all about the standards that the AO has. And when you have simplified standards, it provides that clarity to the provider that allows them to better do their job.
And I think you have a term for this, an exemplary provider, correct?
Yes.
So what's an exemplary provider?
Well, an exemplary provider delivers exemplary care to all of their patients, and that's based on the fact that every patient deserves exemplary care.
Okay. So now I'm going to kind of go back to my lead-in, which is Women-Owned Business Month. There's a lot of women-owned provider businesses in the industry, correct?
Absolutely, both in HME as well as pharmacy. And so kudos out to the woman-owned. We at the compliance team are actually certified by the Women's Business Enterprise, which is a federally recognized distinction, and proud of it for many years now. So we are the only woman-owned business enterprise that is an accreditation organization.
And it's nice to see the profile of women in the industry continue to get raised. We just started, I think VGM just started taking entries for their HME Woman of the Year for women providers out there. So it's great. Okay, now we talked about women-owned HME, DMEs, and also DME pharmacies and community pharmacies, and that's an interesting world because there's a lot of bridge between HMEs and pharmacies, particularly in infusion, and we've seen some changes here. CMS has deemed a new benefit. Do I have that right?
Yes, you do. As of this past January 21. The new benefit went into effect. And so providers that wanted to bill for home infusion and get paid must be accredited by one of the recognized agencies. And once again, the compliance team is deemed for home infusion.
Okay.
So anybody that's interested in getting into that sector, you need to make sure that if you've been dealing with an AO, that they are in fact recognized by CMS for home infusion. The other point I'd like to make is home infusion accreditation has been around a long time.
Okay.
That's not new.
Yeah, this is not
Right.
People need an infusion for a while.
Right, exactly. And there are many of us, including the compliance team, that go way back to offering that accreditation. What has changed is a benefit has come into play. But interestingly enough, there are 3 components. One is the HME part, the pumps, which is a DME item, obviously. Secondly, the drug that needs to be infused, so you have to have a pharmacy in the mix. And thirdly, how it actually is administered to the patient. And typically that's done by nurses. Now, any one of those three could be the billing provider.
Okay.
In which case, the other two may be a subcontractor to you, all right? Or you could be, the DME, HME provider having the pumps could be the subcontractor to the nursing agency.
Gotcha. Or if it's a DME pharmacy, they might be both. They might
do it all.
Yeah.
They might have their own nurses, which most of the pharmacies that we've accredited for infusion going back quite a few years have actually had all of those components.
So for an HME provider out there who's looking for new ways to drive revenue, how does this create perhaps a new business for them?
Well, I would think they should check in their area to see what pharmacies are doing infusion. Or maybe set up partnerships with pharmacies that want to get into infusion but don't want to do the administration, don't want to do the pumps. Because equipment management that's the DME, HME business's, expertise, if you will.
Exactly.
And it's not if a nursing agency nor a pharmacy's expertise necessarily.
Gotcha. So and then for the accreditation component of it, what would a provider be looking for from the compliance team, and how would they reach out to you guys to find out more information?
Well, again, look at our website, thecomplianceteam.org. But most importantly, we look at all aspects of the business. Again, it's accreditation.
Yeah.
If you're interested in home infusion and getting accredited, the one thing that you need to have prior to a visit from the compliance team or any other AO are patients that are actually being served in the home. So ambulatory infusion, which a lot of providers do, and we've been accrediting that for years and years, does not come into play here. This benefit is only about patients getting it in the home.
Okay. All right. So new benefit, new opportunity, also some new accreditation required.
Exactly.
All right. Sandy, thank you so much.
Thank you.